Hey, everybody, welcome. This is the Waves of Profit Day Trading Options Daily Review for June 4th, 2015. I'm Scott, he's Alan. We're going to be taking a look at some trades. The goal is 10% in 10 minutes. Oh, but I could make 15, I could make 20. Yeah, you could, but if you can consistently make 10% in 10 minutes, 4 times a week, 4 weeks a month, I was going to say 4 months a year, 11 months a year, take a month off. What sort of life would you have after a year, 2 years, 3 years? And we think a pretty good one. And so let's not get too greedy and let's not get too fearful. Those are the two things we need to fight when we're wanting to be successful in the stock market, particularly with options. So, Alan, what happened June 4th? I'm sure that today we were unable to make any trades that made 10% in 10 minutes.
Well, I'll tell you that I like your comedy. Because people that have taken the course, they're looking at this and going, oh yeah, I see something right there. So let's look at this one in particular. I'm going to hit the buy call button. So this simulates what it would be like to buy something in the actual market. And if you have an IB broker and you have it set up right, it'll buy as quickly as that does. Or if you're a little more cautious, it may take you 10 seconds. Anyways, we're playing this at high speed generally by comparison to the market. So I'm going to go forward 1 minute in, boom, a second. Unlike the market, it takes a minute to move a minute. So here we are, we're up 8%. We're still liking it. I'm wondering if it's going to bounce off of this low or keep going, but the market's looking green. So here we go. Well, a little bit of a bounce. Is it going to break? Probably. Ooh, not looking so good, but this is still within our acceptable flutter zone because the market's green, the volume's good. So bouncing off is expected. Here we are, it's catching its breath, consolidating, and then up she goes. And you see here is 11%. It already reached that once before. So if you had to take profit at set for 10%, you would have already been out a few minutes ago. So that's the part I like. Now, as you were saying, some people want to make more. Learning longer trades is a skill that you can't get good at. I've taught lots of people. They've tried until you get good at the shorter trades. When you're good at the shorter trades, then you actually can see, oh, so let's look at this one because it has a chance to go better. It still looks good for going. So it's hanging around, and then you can see it starts to hover before it cracks and breaks if it does. See, that's the kind of stuff, and then it's off to the races and away we go. Anyways, I'm going to set it back to where we normally would get out just to keep our books right. So that's that one. So we're going to look at another one at 946 win. And again, you can see the setup is very similar. This has gotten very strong. The market's strong. It's keeping up with the market. This is a big candle. I'm going to hit the buy button. Sometimes big candles like that are scary, but actually, if you look behind this, it's had lots of big candles, so we're okay. I'm going to hit the buy because the market's strong, and it's after 945, so it's finished with its flutter business. It broke the previous 945 top, so we're hitting the buy. Going forward 1 minute, I'm up 28%.
Oops. That's almost 3 times what our goal was.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. And you see, but that's part of when a stock runs strong. Sometimes it runs strong and then bounces back. Other times it's because you can see the volume here. There's a whole bunch of people going, I love this thing. I want to own more of it. Now, what's the best clue I had here? It's above a 7-day range. And I had signal color and signal color. I had both kinds. So I had everything going for me, and the market was green. And yeah, if all you want is the good trades, there you say sell. You take your money, you get paid, which is the whole purpose of it. So I'm going to look at another trade that happened on this day, and I want to point something out because I know I'm not really planning on doing a lot of education here in the short runs, but I wanted you to see something about why do we have these 5 or 6 indicators, and they're all kind of little tiny markers. but they're pretty easy things to spot and look at. So here's Netflix, and this looks pretty good, right? We've got two kinds of tint. It's a fresh trade. It's at 10, so it's probably going to go. But there's something missing here. There's actually two things missing on this chart, which tells me before it even happens that it's probably going to be a shorter trade. So we're going to go hit the buy button. There you are. So this is probably going to be a shorter trade. How do you know that? Well, I'm going to give you the secret sauce. One's right there. And another one, you can just sign up to the course and find out all the good stuff. So here we go. We're going to go forward 1 minute. We're up 4%, 2%, 2, hovering between 2 and 4, lost a little, losing a little more. We're not down to our get out stage, but we're not looking so good. It's hovering around, and we finally got our 10%. So I'm going to take that. So we're going to do a review here. So this last one took 11 minutes to get to 10%. And we knew before it gonna happen that it was gonna be a bit more of a struggle. It had things about it. And that's what the coaching does. That's what the course does. That's what working with the program is. If you don't wanna, have a coach involved, that's fine. Just playing with the program and watching these episodes on YouTube will give you everything you need. So in summary, the first trade that we looked at was 6 minutes, 11%. The second one, yeah, and these happen, 1 minute and 28%. You might have had a hard time getting filled if you weren't already ready to get filled. But you know what? There's other trades here, so it's not a problem. And then this one here, the last one, where we had to kind of wait it out a little bit. And so that's those are some of the trades available on this day.
Wonderful. Thanks, Alan. All right, that's it for this edition. Thanks for joining us. You can subscribe, bottom right-hand corner, little subscribe button. Click on that so you don't miss any. We do these for as many days as we can in a month, trying to be as consistent as possible, but sometimes it just doesn't work out. And make sure that you check in the description below. We've got links to 3 courses so you can get in and you can learn how to do this properly. And with the courses comes a free 1-month trial of the software so you can play around with it and try it all out. So no hype. We're just here presenting that it's possible to make 10% in 10 minutes, pretty much daily. We say 4 days a week, and we do it 5 days a week. And then if you want to learn how we do it, then great. We'll be happy to teach you, and then you can start using the software and make money. Thanks for joining us, everyone. See you next time. Bye-bye.